Welcome back to Champion News Talk Radio. We're brought to you by championnews.net. Our special guest today is Mr. Paul McKinley, a plethora of knowledge. Paul, what do you have to say to our listeners for our last segment here?
First of all, I'm saying that I'm Paul McKinley. I'm running for the 2nd Congressional District, and I'm the only one that's really going to fight against the machine. I laid it out to the listeners so that they can be educated and understand what the machine actually is. And I can even go even further in depth on that. I would like for you to go to my website. My website is McKinley for Governor, McKinley for Congressman. For the 2nd Congressional District. I'm running against I have a website.
You have a website. We're going to post that on Champion News. What's the call number?
What's your website again?
McKinley for Congress.
Is it a number 4 or FOR?
Just McKinley for Congress, running against the machine. You put running against the machine, I'll pop right up.
McKinley.
And if you want to send donations, if you support, I need your support. You can email me. You can give me information.
Send this man money.
Well, the election is the 26th.
Yeah, we have a primary. He's being primary.
Right, so the election is the 26th. If you want to get this message out, support me to get the message out. You need, I'm the only one that is saying anything about it. The other candidates is scared to even say the word machine.
Yeah.
That's how much fear they got.
But you're a man of the people. You lived in the streets. You have a whole long story, and we're going to bring you back on. You've got an amazing
Well, I'm an ex-offender trying to prevent a next offender.
Wow.
I'm trying to prevent it. I'm not going to lie. This cycle of corruption, this ring of corruption has to be broke. We have to break this ring up.
Amen, brother.
It's especially important in the schools. You and I have talked separately about the schools, and you use the word choice in it. And what's really tragic is that the worst union here isn't even the construction union that kept blacks out for so many years. It is the teachers union, which has made a mess of the schools of Chicago. I went to 3 grammar schools in city Chicago, one of them Catholic. So much better than the public schools. But the schools are supposed to help the poor people, certainly, to learn something and be ready to have a good job, to know how to speak and write and know something about the wonderful United States of America. They ought to learn those things. The schools of Chicago are the product of the stinking IEA union. I call them stinking. I call them liars. These guys have crept up the schools, and the worst harm they've done is to the black community. The poor people of whatever race in the city of Chicago aren't getting the education that they deserve as an American citizen. They aren't going to realize the American dream, because the schools of Chicago are the biggest stinking mess, and they've also bankrupted the state. They are wrong on 2 issues.
Some of the worst in the nation. Some of the worst in the nation. Now, isn't it ironic that the Democratic Party, who's supposed to be for the black folks, have the worst public schools in Chicago, yet are against giving black families the opportunity to choose where their kids go to school?
This is a new newspaper we brought out, El Sueño Americano. It's in Spanish, and it's all about politics, and it's going like wildfire. You probably haven't seen it yet, because we're increasing this thing in volume steadily. But what that means in Spanish is
the American dream.
The American dream. And that's what we all came to America to realize, was the American dream.
Well, we're losing the American dream rapidly. And Paul, thank you. Thank you for being our guest today. Thank you for all of your education and your honesty.
Thank you.
And thank you, listeners, for listening to us here every Sunday at 8 a.m. on AM 560. Remember, March the 14th, Obama 2.0. Champion News is your key sponsor for that. You could go to championnews.net and get your Illinois pension scam book. This is what's wrong with our state. We need changes. We need solutions. We will see you here next Sunday at 8 a.m. on AM 560.